Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra's Lair. I am your host, Larry the Chupacabra, also known in this series as Chef Larry. And, yeah, it's getting on to morning. We're gonna have some more granola bars, and some booze, and some Pepsis. And, we are looking for a safe spot in the forest in order to build our first base. We're near a mountain on this weird island full of cannibal people. I have been running through the evening away from a feral cannibal pack that I ran into. So, it's not been going the best, but it's been going okay. So, we found some berries. That's excellent, actually. And this might not be a terrible place to build our first base. I don't know if we're gonna get visited by cannibals here. I hope we don't. But, we gotta just pick a spot. I don't know any of their pathing locations, or even if there are any locations, or if it's just random. But, up here in these hills, seems like a decent place to do things like build a tree fort. And I don't know how advanced the cannibal AIs have become, but, I don't think they're that advanced to get up into a ladder yet. But on the plus side, unlike DayZ, they don't clip through walls, so that is a definite mark of improvement compared to other titles. The sun is coming up, it's a wonderful morning. We have our very own, pond that we can do stuff in. Weird cooking stuff. Yeah, no, I'm thrilled about this location, actually. Let's plop it right here. So, we're gonna start by putting down a fire pit, so that we have some permanent fire action going on. And this is sort of how the crafting system differs inside of this game as opposed to others. Is where, you know, you just kind of set an object down on the ground and you start to fill it with the necessary objects, like it's a augmented reality game, like you're playing on your phone or something. And you just set all the stuff you need inside of it, and then you build it. And then it just appears once you've had all the materials you needed. So that's kind of cool. We don't need our lighter right now. It's not nighttime, we're not gonna cook all these delicious rabbits. But there are delicious rabbits, so that's a plus. We need to start building survival things, so... Let's just start building stuff that seems pretty useful. I want a cabin. Is that a thing I want? We can build some cabins. We got some storage utensils. Custom buildings. That might be what we want, but we'll just start with something simple, like our own rustic log cabin. I mean, that seems reasonable to me. Where did I put... Alright, so there's our... there's our little... whatcha-jigget. Our campfire's right here, so we probably want to put our house, like, right here. Seems like a good spot as any. So this is gonna require... Whoa, no, that's too many. Alright, that's too much, too many logs for right now. We need better equipment before I decide to make that a thing. That required like 100 logs. I'm not Paul Bunyan here, people, alright? You need to just settle yourselves down. So we're gonna go chop ourselves some trees. The most exciting thing to watch while you're watching a Let's Play. Chopping the trees, gonna clear us a forest, gonna murder all the animals' habitats. Eventually, I'll form my own co-op company, and we'll deforest the whole island, and then where will the cannibals hide? Nowhere, because Larry will come and get his revenge. So, as you may remember from the last episode, I talked about the story. If you're just joining us, I and a small child were on a vacation somewhere, and our plane... our travel agent said that you could just buy the cheap tickets. It doesn't matter in this day and age. It's all the same shit. Boy, was he not correct. Because our plane frickin' crashed because it hit like a dog in the air. Don't ask me how dogs are in the air on their own without anything around them like another plane. but it was, and now we're here. And a cannibal has broken into the downed aircraft and stolen what is either my son or a clone of myself that I will eventually harvest their organs in order to, you know, like, live forever and replace, like, any organs that may be failing because of my, party lifestyle in the club. And, we gotta go find him, because I could just make a new one, but do you know how expensive clones are? Like, after the sheep incident and the banning of the stem cell research in the States, it's been hard. Getting clones requires going to Thailand, getting a bunch of stem cells from living people by making them not living anymore. It's a bit of a mess. So let's light... Oh, there's a lizard here. Come here. You need to be eaten. Come here. Come here, Lizzie. Come here, Lizzie. Yeah! I'm gonna eat you. So one of the things that makes this game a little bit easy right now is that, these animals are super stupid. Their AIs could do with a little bit of work. So let's pop open our inventory. And let's take this rabbit, this juicy rabbit, and we'll put him on the fire. We kind of just threw him on the fire. But, in a minute, we will be able to eat him. And let's actually open up the inventory. And we'll put some lizard kebabs on the fire. Oh, everyone loves a lizard kebab. That lizard really shrinks when you put him on the barbecue, though. Never knew that about lizards. So let's continue building our new rustic cabin. We'll go break down these trees. Eventually I'll be able to get like a better axe or something, which will make doing this, oh, hell of a lot easier. A survival axe from the survival kit in a downed aircraft. Who knew that it wasn't the best for deforesting an island? You know, this is what happens when you cheap out on the preparation, United. Or maybe that was JetBlue. Basically, it was a crappy company that I don't like, and I don't really remember anything about any of the plane companies that I've flown with already in my life. But, they didn't have any in-flight Wi-Fi, and they told me that if I attempted to watch a movie that I didn't pay for on my phone, that I would be tased by the stewardess. So we got off to a rocky start. That's the only way to really talk about that. Just don't fly Pan Cannibal Airlines. It's just a bad bit waiting to happen. We'll have some booze, which I'm sure can make us super drunk. We have batteries. Where do we get batteries? And a circuit board. 2 circuit boards. I must really not have been paying attention last episode. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. We've got a forest dwelling to build so that Larry can start his famous people kebabs. That's where you get the fingertips and the nose tips and, like, the toes, and you fry them in lizard fat, and then you make the world's most delectable kebabs. And you're probably thinking, Larry, doesn't people taste terrible? To my knowledge, on that one comment on cooks.com, where I got the recipe for eating people before it was taken down, it's my understanding they taste like, kind of like a porky chicken. Which is fine. Sounds tasty to me. I don't see what the issue is here. We have a stream. I have a full-on river down here full of rocks and stuff, and I don't know, possibly effigies on the other side. So, next we want to make, like, a bed or something. Let's grab this log. We'll need to make, like, a storage container for our logs. And I think our animal munchies will be ready. Can I eat? Oh, I can eat them. They're so delicious. Look at that. Now we're back up. Full hunger. Oh, good. There's 2 freaking feral cannibals here. Alright, maybe I can... Gotta put on some more battle armor. Alright. We're armored up with Bambi skin. Let's see what we can make happen. Nope, none of that shit, sir. You're done. You're Dunyan rings. That'll do from you. Where's your friend? Alright, you're dead now. Okay. So basically with... Oh, it's starting to thunder and rain, too. So, yeah. basically with the cannibals and the feral cannibals, they will beat my ass. So I pretty much need to kill them immediately. Now, these ones aren't as big of an issue because they don't have genitals or weapons. But the regular cannibals that are smart will straight up kill me and eat my flesh and kidnap me. And I don't want that to happen just yet. The kidnapping thing might become useful later, but for right now, not so much. So we have a home, which we can be in and save. So we'll save this to slot 1. Hopefully that didn't just jankle up the recording when I decided to save the game, because I don't know how stable this game is, but it is run in Unity, so it's a pretty legit game. We have our own little cabin now that we can save, and this is now marked our home so that no matter how far away we get, we can see the house symbol on the horizon. I think there's just cannibals everywhere. I don't think there's a way around that. So we need to start building some storage stuff. I mean, you could probably do it with some animal traps, too. Food and water, rabbit cage, water collection. Let's get a water collector out. That seems helpful. We'll put a couple of these out so that if it rains, we'll have a delicious beverage. And this is what... Oh. This uses the turtle shell. Oh, cool. That's new. They just added turtles a while back when I tried to play this multiplayer with my friend Mordred. That footage ended up getting thrown away because I wasn't really skilled at, the recording of multiplayer audio at the time, but now I have okay methods. They're not spectacular, but, they're not terrible either. Can I eat that? What happened to my... Is that carcass gone? I put an animal on the fire, but I guess it got burned up. That's disappointing. Yeah, we didn't get good audio, so that just kind of died in infancy, but that's fine. There's a cannibal over there. I don't know if I want to tangle with him right now. But I have armor. I have Bambi flesh. Nothing tells a cannibal you mean business than, like, murdering and wearing the skin of cute woodland animals. So, I mean, I got that going for me, which is fantastic. I've also got that dead cannibal, which is actually a lot more useful than you'd think. So we'll grab these logs as they fall. And... So there's a plan here. It's not a good plan, but it is a plan. Best way to get rid of cannibals is to cut them up and to turn them into effigies. So not only does this get rid of the living, or the leftovers of the cannibal, unless you want to use them for fighting off the loneliness, you can turn them into effigies which scare off the other feral cannibals and tell them that you mean business and not to fuck with you. To be fair, I really don't want them to fuck with me, so I'm gonna have to dice them up. Might be able to turn this into food, but one does tend to go crazy when they eat human flesh that's a cannibal or something. So I do know a few things about cannibalism. Well, not like super great factual things, but I did in college. One of my first science classes that I took, one of the great science classes actually, was an anthropology class which had a lab component. And where do I not have the ability to make effigies? Is that not a thing yet? Oh, here we go. Human head on a stick. Perfect. Let's put this at the edge of our camp over here. So we have rocks, and we have a human head. We need another rock. Perfect. Now we can light that son of a bitch on fire like a tiki torch, apparently. And now we have a human effigy to ward off the cannibals. So, the thing that I remember from my anthropology class was, this is sort of like how anthropology is employed to help people around the world. In South America, there were tribes of people who their practice of mourning the dead involved a ceremony where they ate some of that dead person, the brain included. And they were having issues where they were getting sick and they were dying. They were like, their brain was having problems. It's like they were going crazy almost. Well, maybe not crazy, but their health was suffering greatly from it. And I'm trying to remember the name of one of the elements that was involved in this, but the anthropologist went in and they heard about the cannibalistic practice, and they're like, no, it's not like one of you is a voodoo witch doctor or anything trying to kill you. It's that you're eating prions from, I think that's the name of the protein from the brain that fucks with your brain if you eat it. And once it gets into your body mistakes the foreign invader for parts of your own brain, and it attacks itself. So by simply finding out that they eat their dead and telling them not to do that, they were able to drastically improve those people's health. So there are parts of, like, the human body that you should not be eating that will damage you by eating it. So don't do that. It's just not a good plan. You know, it's basically a form of mad cow disease, and that's part of what caused mad cow disease in the United States to begin with, is that they were feeding leftover parts of cows to the cows, and the cows were reacting to that, and they were getting mad cow disease starting. There's more to it than that, yeah, but that's the crux of it, yes. So you gotta be careful when eating other people. You gotta go for, like, the good cuts of meat. You know? You feel me? The good stuff. You can't just eat any old part. You can't just eat the face. Although the face is good eating. You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta pay attention to what you're putting in your mouth, or else it'll be bad for your health. So, we need a log holder. Pop you here. I need more sticks, though. This frickin' fire is taking so much time to cook the things. Alright, ow, 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 I'm on fire. Fantastic. Ow. Be careful how close you get to the fire, kids. You can really hurt yourself. Especially in this game, where health is sort of important. So yeah, eating people can really screw with you. Your body can decide to attack itself if you eat the wrong parts. You get sick. You're not supposed to eat your own species. It's not really how that works. Sure, other animals do it, like I think bears will eat each other, and like, sure, hamsters will like kill and eat their young, but there's little other weird underlying reasons for that are not really so much for hunger. Like hamsters they'll kill and eat the young of that they've already made so that the male can mate with the female again because their kids are dead. It's kind of like gruesome, sort of morbid stuff like that kind of drives the animal kingdom. Same with cats. Cats will do that too. Kind of gross, actually, but, you know, whatever. I do judge, but not out loud. Freaking weird cats doing weird cat stuff. So we got this effigy. You're gonna be our Wilson. Hi, Wilson. You'll keep the bad people from eating Larry in the nighttime. Some of the hitboxes on these trees are a little janky. Actually, really janky. You gotta, like, lead it? It's like the FOV is screwed up in this game. So, while we're finishing up some of our base here, I suppose I can talk about... this game did have its own share of controversy when it came out. Not like they did something weird or they did something bad. But, how do I put these in here? How do I put the logs in the thing? G to drop it. Can't seem to use this log holder. Oh, there it goes. Perfect. Alright, we got logs in the log holder. So when this game came out, they really hyped it up. They really did. I'm talking about, like, AAA quality hyping. And that's not a bad thing. You know, you gotta have people playing and buying your game if you want early access to work out for you for both testing purposes and for, getting some money to continue development. However, the game was kinda janky and kinda funky when it first came out, admittedly. It's taken a lot for it to get to a pretty stable point like it is right now. And this is still really in early access right now, and I mean super duper in early access. But I can sort of sit here and say, like, people can take a chill pill. This game, the developers, I think they are somewhere in Europe. I think they're Dutch or something. They do a good job with it. The game looks great. Looks really pretty. Like, despite the jankiness of some of the early AIs, all the mechanics work pretty well. And they update it regularly, like at least once or twice a month, with new content, new stuff, improvements, bug fixes, the whole 9 yards, and it's pretty dang stable. Like, I could play this game at, like, medium, high, medium, like, low-medium settings. And on my old computer, and I was like, it was like not Intel, it was an AMD Radeon HD 7750, which was an okay card at the time I bought it, but it was really dated for this game, and it still ran real smooth. I didn't see too bad of frame drops. I could play it a little bit above 60 FPS at, like, low-medium settings, and it runs great on this computer, too, you know? They do a nice job with all the post-processing effects. I turn off motion blur, though, because, like, I really don't do motion blur. It jankles with Larry. It's bad for Larry's health. So, I mean, of the early access games to be interested in, this one should definitely be on your to-do. It'll be a little while before it has a lot of the story elements in it, but it's certainly worth your time to check this puppy out. I need more food. I need to find animals to murder. That's actually another thing we can build. We can build, like, traps. Where were those traps at? These are, like, furniture, small trap, explosive wire trap. Holy shit. I can be like the NRA in here. Holy cow. Let's put this here. Wow, that takes a lot of sticks. And we'll be working on this camp off and on for a while, I think. Definitely for a while. Good thing there's plenty of time to explore this game, check out the goofy, weird shit in it, and go from there. Getting a little tired. Gonna have to go kill us some more animals and eat them, which is why I'm building that trap. We got a lot of furniture stuff to build, so this was definitely a lot faster to do with my buddy Mordred, so we'll definitely try some more multiplayer out not too long from now, I think, because they've been making some definite improvements to the forest's multiplayer aspect, and that's cool. I definitely dig it when they understand that people really want to play these games together. Definitely important. Still rough around the edges, though. Like, they need that story really big time, but they're definitely starting to put it in, so that's nice. We can grab stuff out of there. We need to pipe up this fire a little bit so that we can cook. Actually, hello, bunny. Be a shame if somebody murdered and ate you right now. Thank you for volunteering, though. That's nice of you. Yeah. So I'll probably try to find out some more weird cannibal information. Because, I mean, cannibalism is gonna be a big component of this game. And that's a cannibal? That's a feral cannibal, actually, with a light source? Where does a cannibal find light sources? That's just cheaty right there. That's some shenanigans. I'm gonna have a sip of my Arnold Palmer iced tea. It's a warm day here in Colorado. Feeling a little crispy around the edges, but I'm chilling with an ice pack on my back to keep me cool. Because my desk chair is a big leather chair, so it gets a little warm. But no, it's this is shaping up to be a tasty game, and I like the crafting system a hell of a lot better than I've liked it in many other games. Because they've got pre-made stuff that you can build, and I guess they've also got the ability to set up and build, like, your own whatever weird house. So that's kind of neat. So I guess this is where we'll leave off for episode 2, building a base, and dumb shit birds flying through a fireplace and giving me free feathers was nice of him. That was different, but you know. So we'll leave off here. I've been your host, Larry the Chupacabra, who's also going to be your chef man, starting probably next episode. And I will catch you later. Have a good one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because that helps me out a whole bunch. Let me know if there's stuff you want me to check out. I have very basic knowledge of this game that I've learned during our multiplayer adventures, like pretty much crafting and that there's alien critters in caves. So yeah, let me know. And until next time, have a good one, guys, and toodaloo.